Maria Lopez owned a tiny, struggling diner in Austin, Texas. The kind of place where people came for comfort food, warm smiles, and the feeling that someone cared. But business had been declining for months, big franchises were moving in around her, and her diner was starting to look like a little wooden boat surrounded by giant ships. Still, Maria opened her doors every morning at 5 a.m., just like her father taught her. You don't quit when life gets heavy. You hold the weight until it becomes light again. One cold evening, as the rain hammered against the windows, a young man walked into the diner. His clothes were soaked, his hair dripping, and he looked pale, tired in a way that went deeper than the skin. Maria recognized that look. Loneliness. Hunger. Exhaustion. Life had hit him harder than he expected. He hesitated before sitting down, almost embarrassed to be there. Maria approached with her usual smile. "Rough day, sweetheart?" she asked gently. He nodded but didn't speak. Maria brought him a bowl of hot chicken noodle soup, without waiting for him to order. The steam rose, warming the air between them. When he finished, he finally whispered, "Ma'am, I don't have money to pay. I'm really sorry. I'll work, I'll wash dishes, anything." Maria didn't even blink. "Baby, it's just soup," she said. "You don't owe me anything tonight. Pay me when life gets better." The young man's eyes instantly filled with tears. No one had been kind to him in a long time. "My name is Andrew," he said softly. "Maria," she replied. "And remember, storms don't last forever." Andrew left that night with a promise. "I'll come back. I swear I will." But he never did. Months passed. Then years. Maria eventually stopped expecting him to return. She had seen people come and go, life was unpredictable like that. Sometimes people were too ashamed to return debts that cost only a few dollars but weighed heavily on the heart. Still, she hoped he was doing okay. Years rolled by. Maria's diner continued struggling, bills stacking up faster than customers came in. There were nights she cried alone in the kitchen, wondering how much longer she could fight. But she refused to close. It wasn't just a business, it was her father's legacy, and the heart of her small community. One quiet morning, while Maria was wiping down tables, a black car pulled up outside. The kind of car Maria only saw in movies. The door opened, and a tall man in a sharp navy blue suit stepped out. He walked toward the diner with purpose. Maria's heart skipped. He looked familiar, but older, more confident, successful, polished. He stepped inside, and that's when she saw it. His eyes. The same tired eyes from years ago, but now full of warmth and peace. Maria whispered, "Andrew?" He smiled. "It's been a long time, Ms. Maria." She stared in shock. Gone was the hungry, lost boy. Before her stood a man who had rebuilt his life. Turns out, Andrew had turned everything around. He got a job, then a promotion, then started his own tech company. And slowly, brick by brick, he climbed out of the life that almost crushed him. But one memory never left him. The night a woman gave him food when he had nothing. That's why he returned. "I came to pay my bill," he said with a grin. Maria laughed. "That soup was $6.99, sweetheart. With tax, maybe $7.50. "No, Maria," he said softly. "You fed me when I couldn't feed myself. You gave me hope. You gave me dignity. I'm here to repay that kindness." He handed her an envelope. Maria opened it, and gasped. Inside was a check for $150,000. Her hands shook. "Andrew. I can't, this is too much." He stepped closer. "You kept me alive," he said, voice cracking. "Without you, my story would have ended before it began. Let me help you keep this diner open. It saved me, it can save others too. Maria broke into tears. The diner that was barely surviving, saved by the boy she once fed for free. Andrew didn't stop there. He rebuilt the diner, redesigned the kitchen, bought new equipment, and even set up a small scholarship fund named the Maria Lopez Hope Fund, helping young people in the community who were struggling, just like he once was. People from all over the town started coming back. The diner wasn't just a food place anymore, it became a symbol of kindness, second chances, and the power of helping others without expecting anything in return. At the grand reopening, Andrew stood beside Maria, cutting the ribbon. Cameras flashed. The community cheered. Maria whispered, "I only gave you a bowl of soup." "And that," Andrew replied, "was the first warm thing I had in months. You didn't just feed me, you reminded me that good people still exist."